if my career fails, I'm just going to do this. And that's be a flight attendant.
Stripper. Sorry.
Oh.
Be a flight attendant. Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
Hyper Talkative!
Oh God, Ruby. Ruby and I's co-star today said that we should recite Shakespeare, so...
We will be doing the whole intro in Shakespearean.
Yep. Thou. That's...
Welcome backeth to Hyper Talkativeth, thou, Romeo.
What does he say? Where art thou?
Romeo, oh Romeo, where art thou, Romeo?
But soft, what light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon.
You are not supporting your anti-theater kid.
You want to know why I know that?
Why?
Because I had to do it in High School Musical.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, theater kid. Anyways.
Welcome to episode 4.
Wow. We're freaking back.
4 episodes.
Wow.
Feels like just yesterday we were recording episode 1.
It really does. Georgia just moved out of her dorm yesterday that we created the podcast in.
It was sad.
It's a heartbreaking moment.
I definitely cried.
I think that when we're famous, we should go back to that room, and then whoever's like in it, we can be like, hey, did you know that this podcast actually started here?
And they're going to be like,
who are you?
I don't care. Like, who are you?
Probably, but it's okay. Also, real quick, I don't know if any of you saw the little promo we posted, but breaking news, Hyper Talkative is going weekly this summer.
What?
Let's go!
This is the first I'm hearing about it. Weekly episodes, baby. It's the summertime. I know you're all going to be traveling and moving along or just laying in your room, but you're going to get a fresh ep every week.
Every week, baby. That is our gift to you. We are both June
Happy
birthdays.
Birthday.
So this is our birthday gift to you. All of you can send us money.
Yes. We'll put our address in the description. 123 Swag Lane.
Oh!
Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
On that note.
Let's just get right into it before we can say any other shit.
Let's get into it. Where art thou, random word? Fuzzy. Ew, that word is kind of gross. Fuzzy. Well, I know something that's fuzzy. My dog, Rufus. Rufus is a king. If you don't know him, you clearly have never spoken to me or followed me or anything because he is my personality
It's
trait.
one of the first Ruby facts, I feel like. She has a dog, Rufus.
It is. And like Ruby, Rufus, like it goes, yeah, you know?
Yeah.
Funny story about Rufus. 2 funny stories about Rufus. One, first off, when we knew we were going to get him, I've had him since 3rd grade.
That's crazy.
Which is so crazy to think about.
He looks young. He's doing great.
He doesn't look a day over 12.
In human or dog years?
I don't know.
Okay.
I was trying to make a joke and then I just forgot how to. Anyways.
Be funny.
So, yeah. I got him in 3rd grade. So he's been with me through elementary, middle, high school, and now college, which is absolutely ridiculous. But when we knew we were going to get him, we didn't know what to name him. So me, being the extra dramatic whatever person that I am, I made a survey and I made everyone in my grade take it.
Everyone in your grade?
To choose
Ruby.
To choose what name we should name Rufus. And the options were Rufus, Genius, which was mine.
I'm surprised you remember it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, no. I was like adamant about Genius. I was like, that is going to be his name. Thankfully, it's not because, you know, he's not the smartest.
Hey.
He has his moments.
Yeah.
We all do.
Come on.
And I forget, the other one was something like Flash or
Was it
like,
Georgia? It was probably Georgia.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. But everyone picked Rufus, and I was so offended. I was like, why aren't you picking Genius?
And why did you put out the survey?
I don't, you know, that's a great question.
That's so funny that you made everyone take it.
Yeah. Other random Rufus story is one time I was eating a hot dog, and I was holding him, and he took it out of my hand, and he choked on it. So I was holding him, and this like hot dog is just in his throat. And I had to run to the backyard. My mom comes out and starts whacking him on the back. She's like, Rufus! And then she just had to reach in and just like grab the hot dog from his throat.
I've never related to anything more.
Right?
Me too, Rufus.
And my cousins were over and they're like scarred. To this day, whenever I see them, they're like, do you remember Rufus choked on the hot dog?
Poor thing. You just wanted a hot dog. Listen, at the end of the day, we all just want a hot dog.
We all just want a hot dog. Hot dogs.
I love hot dogs so much.
We have
Did you know?
What?
Georgia fact from Georgia, not Georgia fact. Welcome back to Fact Time with Georgia. Today's fact, hot dogs take 34 minutes. I think it's 34. Someone fact check me and let me know. 34 minutes off your life. And I'll tell you, Ruby, that was a lot for me to hear. I remember, this is the story of how I figured out that I'm going to die at age 20. Which I'm 19 and I turn 20 next. So savor your time with me.
I need an application for a new podcast co-host. Anyways, I eat a lot of hot dogs too, so I'll die with you.
Okay.
Anyways.
So I had just gotten to school in the fall. So this was fun.
In the fall?
I had just gotten to school in the fall and the Anchor had hot dogs.
Yeah.
And that was new. Like they didn't have that in the spring and I was like, I love hot dogs. My sister and I went through the summer and that's all we ate really. So
yeah,
I got a hot dog and I was living my life and then someone, I think it was AJ, my friend AJ told me,
shout out AJ.
Yeah, he like put up an article and he was like, Georgia, look at this. And I had just met him too.
No.
And so I was like, and it was like hot dogs take 34 minutes off your life, like studies is shown. And he was like, you got to stop eating hot dogs.
Respectfully, if I would have just met AJ and that was like how we started our friendship, we would not be friends.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, AJ, but like the disrespect.
Yeah.
You think that we care about 34 minutes of our life when we could eat a hot dog?
It's worth it, in my opinion.
It's so worth it.
But all my friends were then like, oh my God, like, Georgia, you're going to die. You can't eat hot dogs. And I was like, oh my God, like, you're right. And Ruby, 8 months. I didn't eat a hot dog for 8 months. It was also kind of a joke. And it was like, oh, like I would tweet every so often and be like, I'm 6 months hot dog sober today. I haven't. And then we had a little on our whiteboard in our dorm. It was like, how many days since Georgia's eaten a hot dog?
That's so.
And then I had one.
Yeah.
With you, I think. Me. And that was, they were selling them outside, like at school. They were just like, we're selling hot dogs.
They were just giving out hot dogs.
And that was the first time I had eaten a hot dog since August. And now I've eaten like 100 since then. Because I don't care. Hot dogs are so good. And I don't want you to be like, oh, Georgia, do you know what's inside them? Yeah, I do. I've seen the videos. And guess what? I still eat them.
I don't care.
I don't care. They're good.
Nothing can beat a nice grilled dog in a bun with some ketchup.
I'd rather die tomorrow with a stomach full of hot dogs than in 50 years with no hot dogs.
No,
it's worth
I completely agree.
Live your life, eat that hot dog.
Exactly. So Georgia and I went to a baseball game with some of our friends last weekend. Was
Shout
that your
out.
first baseball game? I can't remember.
My first ever?
Yeah.
No!
Oh, well, I don't know. You're not a sporty person.
Did you think that it was my first?
Well, I would have made a bigger deal if I like knew it was. But,
I've been to like a couple. I've been to the Harrisburg Senators.
Okay, sorry.
And I think I've been to a Phillies game and a Pirates game.
Okay, never mind.
But I
take it back. But we went
to... What a messed up thing to say.
I'm so
She's
sorry.
She's assuming things.
I'm so sorry. We went to a Lancaster Barnstormers game.
Shout out.
Shout out to the Barnstormers because our college is here in Lancaster, my hometown. Represent. And we had hot dogs.
Yeah, we did.
And they were so good. I got a jumbo dog.
I didn't, and I wish that I did.
Georgia just got 2 regular hot dogs, which in the grand scheme of things is a jumbo dog. I don't know what.
I should have gotten a hot.
Oh, and this reminds me too. I was just in Las Vegas for a broadcasting conference.
There it is. Flexing it.
Let's go.
I had
to bring it up.
She's famous, ladies and gentlemen. She is famous.
I'm not, but I'm close to it. Every time I saw something about hot dogs there, I would text Georgia and be like, Georgia, hot dog. And I didn't even tell you this because I didn't want to make you upset. But there was, in the main part of the convention center, there was this little like cart that was like hot dog cart. And they had a sign that was like hot dogs. And every time I saw it, I was like, let's freaking go. I'm going to get a hot dog. Closed every single day.
Then why
Never
have it
open.
out?
I know. Why taunt us? Why tease us like that?
That's so messed up.
It was
you should have just like put on
up.
a hat and ran the cart yourself.
I should have quit NAB and just ran the hot dog cart.
In Vegas.
I agree.
Ruby, I would have supported you.
I know.
I feel like that's your career calling instead of... Wait, speaking of career calling, I went to a hibachi place last night.
And I know where this is going.
I was like watching this guy like do the onion volcano and like chop things up, and I was like, I should do that.
I literally, I have 2 careers. Well, okay, so the one is like one that I've always said, like, if my career fails, I'm just going to do this. And that's be a flight attendant.
Stripper. Sorry.
Oh.
Be a flight attendant. Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
Nothing against strippers, but I've always was like, oh, I'd be a flight attendant, like, cute outfit, and people like me.
You would.
Yeah.
You'd be a great flight attendant.
Lately, I've been really thinking I need to change career path and become a country music star.
Oh, my God.
Because I feel like I could pull off that act.
Do the accent for everyone.
Oh. Hey, y'all. Welcome to Hyper Talkative Podcast.
It's scary.
We are here with Georgia. We are reunited back in Candy Factory recording studio.
It's so scary.
But I was thinking.
No, I think you could.
I've been listening to country again because I'm a big country music gal. Unpopular opinion, whatever.
Yes,
especially going into like spring and summer, like warmer weather. I have it playing all the time.
Fair enough.
And I've been like singing along with the songs, and I always will like pretend I'm on stage when I'm like singing along in my car and like putting on a performance. And I'm like, I could totally go up on that stage, sing these songs about
guitar.
Like beer and trucks and like going on the boat in the summer. Like, I genuinely think I could pull it off.
Okay.
I don't know if I have like the musical talent, but like the personality.
You've got everything else.
Yeah.
I feel like, but I've heard you sing a couple times. We sing in the car. I feel like
I
you
could
got
do
pitch.
it. Yeah,
you could do it.
Yeah. Like, I'm
and
not bad.
if your accent is so like
exactly
there, then
and
it doesn't matter how you
I can do the
sound.
fake accent.
Yeah.
And like, if anyone tried to call me on it, I'd be like, my mom's family is from Kentucky.
Yeah, which is the truth.
So like, I have it in my blood.
Don't even come
at
me.
I'm
gonna
me.
leave the country accent to you.
Yeah. So I love that.
In the future, I'm chopping up onion volcanoes, and throwing my little palette around.
Yeah.
And
I'm torn with Luke Bryan.
Torn with Luke Bryan.
What did you want to be when you grew up when you were a kid? Was there like one career that like stuck out?
I wanted to be a pastry chef, which is so freaking ironic because I can't cook.
Yeah.
At all. I can do toast and
you should start a toast restaurant.
Barely ramen. Should I? It's just called toast.
Let's just talk about this after because
toast
I've got
with
some
a period. It can be like hyper talkative.
Yeah.
Like a little
like a sub company.
A sub?
A sub company of us.
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant like a sub company.
No.
I was like, no, it's toast.
No. So you wanted to be a pastry chef.
Yeah. I think I just watched a lot of Cupcake Wars.
My sister and I had a cupcake business.
Yeah. Did you really?
We literally did for like a summer when we were like
what was it
like
called?
End of elementary school. Like we were young. It was called Mundot Cupcake Cafe, and like we had orders.
Do you guys still do orders?
No, but like I would make an exception for you.
For me?
Yeah. But like people for
That's
events,
cool.
like they like had us making stuff. Like our friends, I was so crazy, and like we made money.
Did you make them like from scratch or like from the box? Okay, Ruby.
Like it was good.
Pop off.
I still have like the menus and stuff in my Google Drive from like years and years ago. We'll put it on the Instagram.
Yeah.
But
see, I never did that. I just was like, I want to be this, and then I did nothing to be
to
that.
Actually like achieve that goal.
Yeah, and then I wanted to do musicals. I was like, I'm going to go far.
You're going to be on Broadway.
I'm going to be on Broadway. And then I gained, consciousness, and I thought realistically.
And here you are.
And here I am, not doing theater anymore.
Nope.
But making videos, I guess.
Yeah, same thing, same vibe.
What did you want to be?
I went through the teacher phase.
Okay.
My sister and I would play school, and I'm sorry, Jaina. I don't know if she listens to this podcast.
Hey,
That's
Jaina.
my sister, but I was the worst. Like, so there's this store near us. I don't remember what it's called, but it's like a teacher store. Oh,
okay.
Is it Education Station or something like that?
Maybe.
And I would literally make my mom drive me there, and I would spend my allowance on like teacher supplies, like lesson plan books and classroom decorations. And so at our old house, there were 2 bedrooms upstairs, one for each of us, and then there was an extra room that was kind of like our like playroom, whatever. And like I made it into a classroom, and I would like get homework, like extra homework from my school. And
so
like,
you were like a legit teacher.
And when we played school, like I was never the student, and if I was, I wouldn't participate. And I like made her do homework.
Ruby,
I know, and
like actual homework,
like
too.
actual homework. And I remember I had the American Girl doll like school kit, and it came with all these other like little books and lesson plans and like attendance checks and all that stuff. And I was like, I went so hard with that stuff, like. It was legit. I was not fun as a child.
No, clearly you were.
Clearly not. Literally, I was like, do this homework,
You're
Jaina.
being realistic. You're being a real teacher, preparing her
ready
for the real. Exactly.
Yeah.
My mom, when I was in elementary school, she worked at the elementary school as a secretary, and so my sister wanted to be a teacher when she was younger, and I would always be the student.
Yeah.
Sometimes, I would be the teacher, but she wouldn't participate.
After all of our conversations, I'm really thinking that me and your sister are like the same dynamic.
Yeah.
And it's older sibling
Absolutely.
vibes.
No, I'm convinced. I know you guys would get along.
Yeah.
We'll have her on the podcast.
Yeah, definitely.
Emily. But my mom worked at the school that we all went to. And so she would get like school supplies and stuff like that. And we would like go in on the weekends sometimes and just like mess around. And it was funny because like, in the mornings, my mom would sometimes just, like, take me into work with her, and then I would just, like, wait around and, like, goof off for an hour before, like, class started or, like, school started.
Yeah.
And there was, like, this, like, system where you would, like, when you are visiting any school and you're, like, a visitor, like a teacher or something, you have to, like, go into the office and get, like, that.
Yeah, like the badge thing.
Badge with your picture on it. I would just sit there and, like, make myself badges.
Oh, my God.
And, like, take pictures on the webcam, like, selfies, and then I would wear that badge for the day. And, like, everyone would be like, oh, my God, Georgia, like, where did you get that badge? And I was like, yeah, like, my mom.
Oh, my God.
She works in the office, whatever. But that was the only way that kids would talk to me because I didn't have friends in elementary school. I feel like I've brought that up before briefly.
That's so funny.
That's like because they thought I was cool when I wore that. So they'd be like, wow, can I get one? I'd be like, no, sorry, it's exclusive. Then they would go back to hating me.
Yeah.
This is my story of my life. So this is my story. Well, maybe my life. This is my story of elementary school. I was in kindergarten and it was great. And then I was in first grade and it was great. And I was in second grade and it was great. And then I was in third grade and it wasn't great.
No.
I got bullied in third grade.
No, Georgia.
It was like fine. Everyone gets bullied in elementary school, right? So I was in the third grade like cluster class, which is what they called like the smart kids class. So I was an intelligent individual when I was in elementary school. And I was like bullied by this one girl and, I don't remember what she did, really. I think she was just like excluded me from stuff.
Yeah.
Whatever. And then in fourth grade, they took me out of the cluster class because I was bullied so bad. Which, looking back at it now,
that makes no sense.
Why would they take me out and not the bully?
Yeah, what?
Because I think she continued to bully people.
Oh my God.
Like in fourth grade. But listen, I wasn't there. And so she like made me lose all of my friends and also made me lose my intelligence. And that's why I am not smart. Because that's what I always say. If I stayed in the cluster class, maybe I'd be smart.
Yeah, if you weren't bullied.
Yeah. But I was.
Think about it now. If you're listening to this right now, bully from third grade.
Yeah.
Yeah. Think about it.
That's messed up.
That's messed up.
But I was always friends with the teachers because they knew my mom. And I just really resonated with them. So like in second grade, even before like I got bullied, I was really good friends with my third grade teacher. And we had like a student teacher as well. So I would like I would just like hang out with them after class and then like before class and we just like developed a bond. Yeah. And then in third grade as well and fourth grade.
Yeah.
And my fifth grade teacher, shout out to her, she was my favorite of all because she had this little like golf cart on her desk and she was like, when I retire, I'm going to go to this place in Florida where it's like a little village and it's like you travel on golf carts.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's so cool. And she did that. I'm friends with her on Facebook, and like she's
so
there
happy
now.
For
I know she was the best. But I feel like that sort of built me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And then I got to middle school, and I started to do the musical and stuff. So I had friends. But
that's
like
good.
That's core trait.
Everyone goes through those rough times.
So true.
Yeah.
Did you get bullied, Ruby?
Yeah. Especially like 6th into 7th grade.
Yeah. Middle school is the worst.
Honestly, 7th grade was one of my favorite years.
I agree.
I had so much fun.
I agree.
I had the best group of friends in 7th grade. But this one girl
there's always a one girl.
This one girl was not the best. I will not go into details because like somehow it ended up that like we went to the same college previously.
Oh.
And I was like, of course, out of every school in the country, we end up at the same college. And like, I've had to speak to her and like, there's not really hard feelings anymore, but like, I'll never forget. Like, I hold grudges.
Yeah.
But like, do you remember when Ask FM was a phase? Did you guys she went on there pretending to be me, talking trash about herself.
That's messed up.
Yeah, and like stuff like that, and like spreading rumors and like turning people against me, whatever. And I was just like, what the heck? Like, why? But that you reminded me when you were talking about like elementary school. This is so random and embarrassing, and I have no idea why this happened to me. There was this guy in first grade. He's not going to listen to this. Named Bobby. And for some reason, I was terrified of him. I have no clue why. Like, I like nightmares about this fucking kid.
Did you ever interact with him?
No, it got so bad that my mom had to tell my teacher.
Why were you afraid of him?
I don't know. He was like one of like the popular kids, but it was first grade. Like popularity wasn't a thing.
Your mom had to tell the teacher that you were afraid of Bobby.
And the teacher
Did you ever
had to
interact
introduce
with him?
me to him and like have us like shake hands so I could like get over my fear. I also had a lot of anxiety in first grade. I realized like about and like you know it makes sense. Like we've come full circle.
Yeah.
But like me and Bobby were like I was terrified of him, and then we were like
today,
best
Bobby.
friends in like third grade.
You overcame your fear.
I overcame my fear, but
so
it's just so random.
That's funny though.
I don't
Poor
get.
Bobby.
I know Bobby did nothing. Bobby,
if you're out
there, Bobby, and I
thinking of you.
remember Bobby's a Panthers fan, and the one year the Super
Bobby
Bowl,
the Panthers fan.
the Super Bowl, the Panthers were in it, and I was like, oh my gosh, Bobby's a Panthers fan.
This is your time, Bobby.
Bobby, if you're listening, please reach out. But my friends and I at the time were like, wouldn't it be funny if we just made up like completely random things about like our friend group kind of just like things that nobody would think was possible.
Yeah.
And this led to my friends writing an entire like book.
Oh, like burn book?
No, like about us, like a story.
Okay.
Like a fictional story.
Okay.
About us, but like we were like different. We were the same people, but we had like different personalities, and like we had a crush on one of our guy friends' brothers. One of us was like with him in it. Yeah.
Okay.
And it was like this whole thing, and I have it in my notes still.
Wow.
Like they shared it with me, and I still have it. I'm not really friends with any of them anymore.
That's funny.
We really just wrote a whole
and you still have
story,
it.
and I still have it. I'll read it to you later.
You can turn it into a screenplay.
Literally, we could. We could. And that reminds me, the girl that was so mean to me and her used to write movies together. Aww. And I have lots of those scripts too. And one of them was like kind of good.
So basically, Ruby's going to become a
famous movie
filmmaker
person, and I'm going to forget about her.
I used to do that in elementary school as well.
Yeah.
When I was in third grade, I would go to the library and like read books. Don't do that anymore.
Can't relate.
Anyways, I would go to the library and I'd read like the little elephant and piggy books.
I love those books.
They were the best.
Those books are so good.
So I would read those and
Pigeon.
then this is definitely Pigeon.
Yeah.
This is definitely illegal. But I would turn them into little plays and I would make my friends like star in them, and then we'd perform that at like indoor recess and stuff.
That's so
Which
cute.
was like really cool because then I like got into theater.
Yeah.
And like it was just like, you know, like I like writing. I feel like if I had the motivation, I could definitely write like screenplays and stuff. But
we know that I like writing.
Yeah.
My
We'll
book.
collab.
Do you remember my book?
Oh my guys, Ruby is an author. She has the most fantastic book I've ever read in my entire life, and I don't read really, but I would read this.
You know what we'll do? Maybe we'll make like a little bonus content where we read chapter by chapter.
Yes.
And post it.
Story time.
This book, I started writing this book. I think it's called The Beginning.
It's fantastic. Chills just thinking about it.
The Roly-Poly War. I had two titles, two working titles.
It's still in the works, guys.
It is still
it's
in
not
the works.
Finished yet.
And I forgot about it. And a couple weeks ago, I found it in my Google Drive. And Georgia and Jake, we were sitting.
That's Ruby's boyfriend.
Yeah,
just saying.
Hey! we were sitting in the office at school.
Yeah.
And I was like, guys, do you want to hear this book that I wrote when I was younger? And I wrote it, and it is so funny. It's
actually good.
It's about
like,
a mother and
unironically.
son and like fantasy stuff, but they have so much sexual tension.
It's him and the son and the mom. I was like,
the mom is like low key
this?
like jealous of her son's relationship. Like there's a lot of,
but it's so good. Jake and I were on the edge of our seats.
Yeah,
and there's no ending yet.
There's no ending yet. It left on a cliffhanger.
It keeps me up at night wondering how it's gonna end.
That's my project for this summer. I'm gonna go take a retreat and just
like a
finish
writer's
the
retreat.
book.
Yeah, no, I think that's a good idea.
But it's funny too because I was talking to our friend Allie about it, and
she heard some of it.
Yeah, and about Jake, because me and Jake, we've been together for like a little over a month now, and she was like, yeah, like, I was like, yeah, like, I didn't even know he liked me, whatever, blah, blah, blah. She was like, Ruby, he sat there and listened to you read your entire book. I knew he liked you. And I was like, excuse me, Allie. Oh. That is offensive because my book is good.
Yeah.
So,
but also,
he could have just been intrigued. But I don't know. Jake will have to confirm or not if the book is what did it.
We'll get a word from him. What do you call that when you like...
A testimony?
Yeah, we'll get Jake's testimony on the matter.
Yeah, on the matter.
We'll get him on the scene.
If the book is why he likes me or not.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't blame him. Like, it's a freaking good book.
It is.
And, yeah.
Lots of plot twists.
Also,
some comedy.
Yeah, there's some funny moments.
Little comedy in
there's
there.
Some romance. There's some tension. There's some love. Some hate. Love triangle with a mom, a son, and a random ant girl or something. Phil the ant.
Long live Phil. We love you, Phil. The best.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Well, I mean, on that note.
On Phil the ant.
On Phil the ant. I am reading this on Hyper Talk. Like, we are making
it has to happen
that
now.
Side series.
She'll finish it over the summer. We will publish it.
And then we'll make it a movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hyper Talkative Productions.
Yes.
We're making a media company.
And you guys thought we were just going to be a podcast. No.
You should have known.
We're going to start with the podcast and we're going to take over every single
And then we're making
thing
toast.
There is. We got a toast restaurant. We got a book. We got a movie.
World domination. We're running for president.
Step. Yeah.
We're going to be the
Munduk Hall 20.
Yeah.
30.
How old
Someone else do
35?
the math. I don't want to do it. How old am I?
2048 or something. Let's just go with. You're 19. I'm 20. Almost 21.
At some point, we will be running.
We are running. We are going to be the first dual presidency in history.
I was just thinking I could be your vice pres.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could do dual, though.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah. And
like,
we're
we
both
could just
females.
both be president? Yeah, period.
First female presidents.
Yeah. Presidents, plural.
Plural.
Yeah, we're doing it.
Plural.
Anyways, I mean, hopefully by the time we would...
Plural or plural?
Plural.
Okay.
Wait, how do you say it?
Plural?
Plural. I guess I say plural. Plural?
Doesn't matter.
Nope, doesn't matter. We started with fuzzy.
Which was an interesting word. I feel like that's one of the hardest ones we've had yet.
Yeah, and we ended with Phil the ant. Wow.
Any questions? Absolutely none.
I have a lot.
Yeah. Here it is. Another episode of Hyper Talkative has
episode
come and
4
gone. Episode
in
4.
The books.
4 whole episodes. That's
more than 3.
That's That's
double 2.
What's 30 times 4? Kevin, I'm sorry. I feel like every time What?
No. Wait.
Every time I talk about doing math on the show, I always hesitate. I'm just
4.
not...
120, I was
You were right. Okay.
No way.
That's 120 minutes. You guys have listened to us speak for 120 minutes. Wow.
Thank you.
That's like the length of...
A movie.
Oh
my gosh.
Ugh.
Guys, side note, I think that we might start a sitcom.
Yeah.
Also. So we'll just add that to the list.
We wrapped the podcast and now we're like, also we're going to talk about this.
Yeah,
no, we are going to start a sitcom because I feel like Ruby and I have very interesting lives and very interesting people within our lives. Yeah. So it's only right that we make a sitcom. Yeah. So that's just another project we're going to work on down the line.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
To stay up to date with all of our fun projects, make sure to follow us on all the socials.
All of them.
At Hyper Talkative Podcast on Instagram and TikTok. At Hyper Talkative on Twitter. You can check out our website, hypertalkativepodcast.com. You can shop our Redbubble merch. I promise
we're
merch
working on it, guys. We've been dying with finals, and Ruby was in Vegas, and a lot of stress. But I promise you, by the end of summer, you guys will have T-shirts and sweatshirts and other cool, and you better
wear them every single day.
Yeah,
and
so we can
for us.
Post about it.
Yeah, exactly. So it's coming. We'll see you next week.
We will.
It feels so good to say that. Oh
Weekly episodes, baby.
Woo! We hope you don't get sick of us.
Stay happy and healthy and full of swag. We love you.
Peace be with you.
And with you.
Every time.
Hyper Talkative Podcast is brought to you by us. Just us.
Unless you want to sponsor us. Wink, wink.
Hyper Talkative is recorded at the Candy Factory Co-working and Social Club in downtown Lancaster.
Our theme music was done by help from Johnny Jed Music, and the show is recorded, edited, and published by Georgea and Ruby.